So you guys remember how earlier on in my trip I said I never stayed in hostels? I think I'm gonna always try to stay in hostels because the amazing people I've met, the wonderful experiences I've had these past 2 weeks have been so good. And the best part of it is you get to stay in cool places. Like over here, I have a room that's almost 2 times the size of the hostel in Porto. We have our own private bathroom. The best part of it is it's only 24 euros a night. It's so cheap. I've been hanging out here for the past hour, but I'm gonna head out and see the city because I actually didn't get to do that last night. This here is the main city square. This is Praça do Comércio, or Commerce Square. This is where actually the main palace used to be in the city, but when I was back at the hostel reading up about the history of the city, the 1755 earthquake destroyed so much that they had to rebuild it all. And this is what we see today. So this is the Baixa neighborhood, or the lower town. There's a lot of restaurants here, but you know, I get served good food at the hostel, so I'm not really that hungry. In this area is the Santa Justa lift. This is what they created because Lisbon is located on a series of hills, and there was a problem going from the lower part of the town up to the top. So while it does look pretty cool, the line was over an hour long to wait, and it's not like I've never been on an elevator before. So I always heard the comparison that Lisbon is like San Francisco in the United States. And sure enough, there are a lot of hills. I know I'm gonna sleep well tonight, guys. To the Carmel convent. This is one of the churches that was destroyed during that earthquake that I told you guys about back in the beginning of the vlog. Holy hell. He's got spinning fire. Mad skills right there. But anyways, yeah, this church was destroyed, and this one of the only remains is just the carcass on the outside. You could go inside, which I'm gonna do right now. A reconstruction of what it looked like on the outside. The walls are all still there, but the roof is gone. So all in all, I think it's so far one of my favorite spots in the city. And just like that, we're back at the Santa Justa lift. I don't know, maybe it'll be easier to get down than going back up. But you do get gorgeous views all around this area.
Tomorrow time, okay?
Thank you. Today or tomorrow?
Any day.
Any day.
Yeah.
So I could actually go up once more with the ticket that I bought, which is pretty cool. Yeah. These people are waiting in line for 30 minutes, an hour, and then I just went down in under 4 minutes. Yeah, take my advice, go up to the top and then come down. Don't go to the bottom platform and try to go up. Guys, when I first arrived, the weather looked like it was going to be raining all week long, but check this out. Sun, sun, sun. I am so excited. Yeah, I got kind of hungry, so I decided to stop by this street side cafe, and honestly, the prices are pretty good. You just have to go a couple streets over from the main touristy areas. So I got a vegetarian burger. I've been starting to eat a lot more vegetarian food, I noticed, you know? But it looks really good. Okay, so I made it out of my hostel and I'm trying to get across the Tagus River to fly some drone shots. People tell me that the views are pretty sick. I've met Dorothy, she's staying at my hostel, so I'm showing her around, but I'm also trying to get across the river and get some shots for you all. So if I didn't already mention, you have to validate your ticket everywhere you go in Portugal. Otherwise they will be pretty upset. I've had that happen to me before. Like that, we're in Cacilhas. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is like a small fishing village on the other side of the Tagus River. Smells like seafood, honestly, and that's what everybody says. They say come here for the seafood. If anything, this place has some really cool graffiti along the shore and gorgeous views of Lisbon. I mean, just you get to see pretty much the whole area around it. It's not like in Porto where you could just see the city right in front, but it's just as beautiful, right? Like, I mean, this is your first real day here. What do you think?
It's unreal.
Unreal. It appears that there's quite a lot of abandoned buildings here. I don't really feel like going inside, but I guess that's one thing to do if you're in Cacilhas across the shore. But it seems pretty safe. There's people walking around everywhere. Pretty cool. Right along this pier there's a whole bunch of restaurants and they seem pretty hopping. I kind of want to know why it's all abandoned. It's such a cool spot here. I mean, there's so much potential here. I was flying that drone above the buildings and everything's just abandoned. But right above it actually is a monument. There's I don't know what it's called, but it's probably the monument to Jesus. It's got a huge cross and yeah, overlooks the city of Lisbon. Very nice spot to get some beers. Very random new friend.
I know, new friend.
But a big shout out to Fabio back at the Yes Hostel for telling me about this place because I wasn't really gonna come here. So we spent too much time sitting back there talking, but we actually have to head back to the ferry boat because I don't want to miss the dinner at the hostel. But Dorothy, it's been a lot of fun.
So much fun.
See you. Yeah. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.